I'm Kevin. We're missing Baylor, but you're watching Revved Up. It is Easter Sunday, and I'm having the family over for dinner, so I'm going to be smoking up some ribs and taking you guys along for the journey. Now, ribs on the smoker can be a little bit of a daunting thing to do if you've never done them before, but this method that I've found breaks it down super easy. I've never messed it up, not saying something. So it's going to be called the 3-2-1 method. First, we get 3 hours uncovered on the smoker, about 200 degrees. Then we're going to jack it up to 225, cover that up, let them smoke for 2 hours. And then last, we're going to uncover them and let them smoke another hour. And pretty simple. So follow my steps and you'll have some great ribs yourself. Alright, so I just got these ribs out of the package. I'm going to go ahead and pat them dry. The next thing we need to do is get rid of all this silver skin right here. This is going to act like a barrier between the meat and the smoke. It's not going to allow that smoky flavor to get up into the meat. So that's got to go. I found just kind of finding a corner using paper towel to just peel it off usually works the best. You can see it's starting to come up there. Take it right off. Now after we got all that silver skin off there, we're going to give it another pat. We want this to be super dry so our binder and rub will stick to it. For our binder, we're just going to be using some original Heinz yellow mustard here, and our rub is going to be this Kinder's Woodfire Garlic seasoning. I love this stuff. I used it all year last year for pretty much everything I smoked, so this year is going to be no different. So now we're going to apply our binder. You don't need too much, you just want to make sure the entire thing is covered. Probably be smart to use a glove here, but I'm going to go in with my bare hand. Every single nook and cranny of this thing, so we can ensure the rub is going to stick. Also, make sure you wash your hands if you're going to be using your hands. That's just nasty. Alright, we got our binder applied. We're going to be going in with our rub here. You want to make sure you apply very generously. You want the whole entire thing covered. I'm going to be starting with the underside here, so when I flip it doesn't, I can mess up the bottom, not have to mess up the top. Kind of pat it in and work it in there. You want your binder to do most of the work on keeping it all together though. Alright, out of the smoker, we're running 190, so it's getting there, but we're gonna get these in bone side down. This recipe does not take much skill, but it takes a lot of patience. So once we get this in there, we can check it periodically, but try not to open this up as much as possible. Just let it do its thing. 3 hours, just like that. Then we'll get back with you. Alright, so these have been on the smoker for an hour and a half. Starting to look very good. looks like they might be getting a little bit dry, so I'm going to hit them with some apple juice. Alright, so just give them a light spritz. You don't want to go too thick with it, or else it's going to start taking your seasoning off. You don't want that. You're going to be good. Alright, so this is my spray bottle full of apple juice. Just use regular Treetop apple juice. If you notice your meat starting to get a little dried out, go ahead and spritz some of this on there. It's going to give it a nice sweet flavor, and it's going to keep it moist. So we got about 15 minutes until that 3-hour smoke is up. I'm going to get started on making a braise here. Alright, for the braise, I'm just going to whisk together a cup of apple juice and 3/4 cup of dark brown sugar. I'm also going to be preparing this stick of butter lengthwise, so I'm going to cut it 4 times. If you're only cooking up one, half everything here. So we're going in with the sugar. Oh, don't want to spill it. In with the apple juice. Just whisk that up until it's nice, even texture. You don't want any chunks. And we're gonna go in here with this butter. I just took this out of the fridge, so it's easy to cut, but we're just gonna slice it 4 times. Just like that. Alright, so we're gonna take this whole tray out with us, and we'll prepare it out there. Alright, so I got 15 seconds left on the timer. Gonna pull these out and get them prepped for the braising step. Take it out one at a time. We're gonna lay them meat side down. Shut that back up while we get this one ready. We go in with a stick of butter, or with 2 of our slices of butter here. I'm gonna kind of fold the corners up a little bit so we don't lose any of this concoction we made up. Alright, go in with about half of this braise. Oh. Try not to dump the whole thing on there. Alright, now fold it up. You want to get a nice tight seal. Perfect. I'm going to get this one out of the way and lay another piece of foil for that other one. Alright, back in the smoker we go with this one. And then repeat it. There we go. Covered our butter there. Alright. And with the butter, go real light with it this time. Pour it right on. sealed up. I'm gonna throw one more piece on the edge here. Back on. There we go. Alright, so you just got them wrapped and back in the smoker. You're going to want to let this cook for 2 hours at 225 degrees. Pull these out. Very careful. They're a little floppy now. They're starting to tender up. Get this smoker closed. Keep that heat going. Oh yeah. That is smelling great. If you want to see these bones start to pop out here, now you're getting pretty close to done. I think I can just pull that one out if I wanted to. No, I'm gonna try my best to keep them all together here. All right, need to pop this out, and it's gonna go right back on. Bone side down. Uh-oh. That's not a bad sign, but I would prefer if it would all stay together. This looks like it could be really bad. Did I make the mistake? I think so. Nice. Alright. Now we're done with our braising period. We're gonna go in and brush on some barbecue sauce. You just have to do the top here. You wanna go decently thick, but not too thick. If you go too thick, it's gonna be real gummy when you're done with it. Just kind of makes it kind of a gross texture on the outside. Paint this barbecue sauce on here. I just went with Sweet Baby Ray's. Not sure if I said that yet, but I've messed around with a few different barbecue sauces for smoking, but just found that I like the Sweet Baby Ray's, so that's what you're getting. The whole thing covered up. Alright, so now we got the barbecue sauce on there. You're gonna let it sit just like this, right in the smoker, for 1 hour, uncovered. Probably want to check this every 15 minutes or so and make sure you're not burning anything. But we're on the home stretch. Alright, so we've left them uncovered for an hour now. They're done, so we're going to get them pulled out and cut up and see how they taste. Alright, my mom's going to try a rib and give us the review.
Alright. of 10.
10 out of 10. My fiance is gonna give us a review here.
I've already eaten it. It's delicious.
You like it?
Of course.
What do you like about it?
But it's coming right off.
Yeah.
Look. Clean.
Absolutely. The mother-in-law, she's gonna give it a shot.
Very good.
Very good. Perfect. All right, thank you for watching today's video. I know it's a little bit different than what we normally do, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. If you try this recipe, tag us in the Instagram down below. That's all I got for you. Happy Easter, and see you later.